There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was
What about the other side?
but the love of God was at hand. Now I can see you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day. Just gotta let it go, let it all go, and this is what you have to say. It's sweet surrender to the rest, the light of the one. I am opening up. It's sweet surrender to the rest, the light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. Together, come on. I am opening to sweet surrender to the limits, the light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the limits, the light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. Sweet surrender to the lumens, the light of the one. I am opening in sweet surrender to the lumens, the light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. Surrender to the luminous, the light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous, the light of the one.
gosh, it's so wonderful to see such an amazing turnout today. It just makes my heart smile. And welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living, Colorado Springs. I'm Reverend Michelle Ariano. I'm your senior minister and your spiritual leader. And I'm incredibly grateful to be with you today in this celebration of all of us and our center and life with the capital L. We are an inclusive community. All paths to God are welcome, embraced, and honored here. No matter where you are on your path, you're welcome. You're appreciated for who you are, no matter how you identify. None of that matters. We are all one in spirit in such a beautiful way, the interconnectedness of each of us. And so what a blessing that is. We're trying to make sure we have chairs for everybody, so you know, if somebody has a chair and they see somebody, let them know that you've got room, just so we can, we've got one over there and oh, got some over there too. Okay, fabulous. Front row. I know, I love how close we all are. Nobody gets to sit in the way back, right? We are cozy in here, which is fabulous. So I am going to, well, first we'll do visitors. Anybody visiting for the first time, if you could please raise your hand. Okay, fabulous. Yeah, we're there. Okay. We have got a flower for you. We welcome, we honor, and we appreciate you. Thank you for being here with us today. What a blessing. So now we are going to bless our children. So we've got children today. So if we can have all the children, parents, grandparents, teachers, please stand up as we bless you. And if you want to repeat after me, since we don't have the slide up, we bless all the children in our community and the world. We love all the children. We know the truth of who they are. All children are unique expressions of God. We are grateful to have children in our lives, and so it is, and so it is. You are going to have so much fun today. All right, fabulous. So we have, make sure I'm hitting all the areas I need to hit. Okay, I knew there was one thing I wanted to do that is really important. So there is a team that put all of this together, and our picnic team. So I'd like them all to please stand up for me, please. Wes, the whole tent, this is Wes in action. He led this team in such a big, wonderful way. Michelle, yay, Lynn and Marsha, both served. Kathy, who has lots going on and still served on the team and is still here today. Kathy, thank you. So this team put this all together, and then of course everybody else and all the helpers behind the scenes made this happen today. So what a wonderful day it is.
There's one right here.
All right, so now we have a couple special recognitions today, and it's interesting how we had planned this before we even planned the picnic, and how good God is, because we are going to celebrate our practitioner students today. We have 3 amazing, beautiful souls, and they completed their first year of advanced consciousness studies. And before that, they took all kinds of classes, and they are dedicated, they are soulful, they are heartfelt, and they are beautiful spiritual beings that express that in such a unique way. So I'm going to invite Andrea to come up with me. We have some certificates that we would like to present. And if the 3 of you wouldn't mind coming up and standing here, Andrea's going to say a few words about your amazingness.
it was an honor to be supporting this class and also participating in it as a practitioner, in being able to have these amazing 3 practitioners in training share from their heart and to see them just blossom. And that first year also, being present and having gone through the practitioner training, it helped me remind me of what that was all about. And that first year is the hardest year because it's all about you and why you have the thoughts and the ideals and all of that. Where did this all come from? And understanding all that. And I can't tell you, we are in great shape to have these 3 souls join our practitioner corps. I am so grateful for every single one of them and for everyone that was supporting the class this year and who will be supporting it next year. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like Connie to stand up, and their support, and Andrea, and they hold the class like a big loving hug. And they dedicate their time and their hearts and their souls to support these 3 beautiful beings. So let's give these practitioners a round of applause. So we think we'll have you stand here. Look, we're going to be very official as we give them their certificates. And so the certificate says Centers for Colorado Springs, Centers for Spiritual Living. I'm just cutting names out. Colorado Springs. This is to certify that Liz, Michelle, and Stephanie has successfully completed 1 year of advanced consciousness studies and all the classes before that. And the quote that we have on here is, "Let us therefore light the candle of love, human kindness, forgiveness, and understanding in our own soul, and let it shine brightly." Our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. And these 3 exemplify that. So let's give them all a roaring Would any of you want to say anything? Or are you good? There'll be plenty of time for that. Plenty of time for that. Yay! Really class. And now we have another recognition. I'm already getting emotional. So I wanted to write it down so I didn't forget the things that I wanted to say. Okay, got it in my head now. So this practitioner has served our center, Centers for Spiritual Living in Colorado Springs, for 20 years as a practitioner. And she has given her heart, her compassion, her dedication, her soulful beingness to this community. And it is such an incredible honor to recognize her today. This beautiful practitioner is Connie Martin. Stephanie's going to say a few words, so we'll move, we'll scooch.
I just want to say thank you. You know how much I love you, and for the service that you've given the center, and your dedication, and you've done so much with teaching, and with praying with me, and with everybody, and doing services when we didn't have a minister. I mean, the list is so long. So I love you.
We're doing lots of scooching back here. Okay, so the certificate says Centers for Spiritual Living, Colorado Springs. This certificate proudly presented to Connie Martin in grateful appreciation for 20 years of devoted service as a practitioner. Your dedication, spiritual presence, and loving support has been a blessing to our community. So that is for you. And then we have a beautiful necklace from our very own Wes. And it has the teaching symbol on it. You can all see that. And on the back, it says Connie Martin, practitioner, 20 years of service, July 18th. It's hard to read this. I remember July 18th is engraved on the back. There you go. Thank you.
Do I have mic? Okay. Thank you to this community for always being here to support me, and for the love you've given me that I've been able to give back. For everybody who has walked this path with me, thank you. I appreciate all of you and all the love that is shown. And I get to get up and read words in a minute, so woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Favorite time of service where everybody can stand up and greet each other.
I will be seeing you in white. Yes.
In this moment, in this moment, I remember who I am. And you give words from me. I open my eyes and see there is only us. There is only love. There's a love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. There's a love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
Thank you. I had to find my way through without tripping on a wire. Oh, today's words of inspiration come first from Adrienne Mari Brown. I know I'm not always whole. I know I am always whole, theoretically. Theoretically. But I don't always feel that way. I feel half sometimes. I feel fragmented sometimes, messy. Being whole includes owning all of that in me. When I am feeling fragmented or limited, seeing any one of my friends and their wholeness reminds me of my own capacity. And as I stand in my wholeness, which includes being more honest with myself and others about what I want to do and who I am in this world, it exerts a pressure on others, both to receive me and to become more whole in themselves. And from Richard R. Pahlavi, I know who I am. When the universe is reflecting who you are not as a result of the way you are vibrating, you're going to quiver with fear, or are you going to see through false appearances and state with authority your knowingness of who you truly are? And from our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, everything in the universe is a unique individualization of expressing the one thing, which is the cause of all things. You should become aware of that one creative power is expressing you in a unique way, and that is always pressing against you, seeking a fuller outlet of infinite possibilities. You do not have to imitate or compete. You are a special creation of God, and you have full access to the unlimited potential of infinite intelligence. Pray with me. So as we go inside of our hearts, and just breathe in that breath of God, that very breath that sustains who we are. As I recognize God, the divine power, the divine presence. And today I'm reminded of God in nature. As we are here together, seeing all of God's fancy work, all that God has created. And I'm so blessed to know this and to see it. And I know that we are each unique, individualized expression of the one. As we express God in form as only we can do, knowing the perfection and the wholeness of who we are, allowing that to express us freely each and every moment. So as we step into service today, this beautiful tent we are in here, these beautiful musicians who brought everything out so we can receive it. For all the ushers, the greeters, those who made this service possible during the week. And for all those who came in early this morning, preparing the food and allowing that place and that space for the goodness to fill our bodies with nutrients, nourish our souls, and allow us to live in love. And I'm so grateful for the 3 new practitioners we have coming on board as they shine their light and allow more expansion of the consciousness of this community. And we are so blessed with Reverend Michelle as she exudes spirit in all that what she says. With that heart of gold that is out there for everyone to see, feel, touch, and be a part of. Oh, and for all of this, I'm simply grateful. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Grateful for CSL, CS, and all it offers us. So I lovingly release these words into the ever active law of mind, knowing what has been spoken, has been heard, has been acted upon, and by God is already so. And together we say, so it is.
Thinking of as we go along. I come to this cafe every couple days or so, just to underneath the cobweb chandelier. The coffee tastes okay, the green chili's just so-so, but the scenery is why I keep coming here. She moves between the tables like a dancer pirouettes, with a grace and quiet strength I've never seen, till she finally floats my way, says, what are we having today? So I crack a joke about her joining me. She says, actually my shift is coming to an end. Would you mind if I just sat a while with you? It's been a real hard night and I sure could use a friend, just a sympathetic hear me through. Would you mind if I had breakfast with you? She shared with me the trials of a single mom too, with an ex she hasn't heard from in years. And she beats back the cancer, though it left her black and blue, and the bills upon her table soaked in tears. Still she's counting up her blessings, says she loves her job today, cause it might just be the best gig she's ever had. Oh, I just sit and listen, cause I don't know what to say, but I realize my troubles ain't that bad. She said, actually my shift is coming to an end. Would you mind if I just sat a while with you? And it's been a real long night and I sure could use a friend, just a sympathetic hear me through. Would you mind if I had breakfast too? Wanna start alone for sunrise to make my day. It turns out I was there to reflect it back away. Well, I wish that I was able to say we fell in love, had been found our happily ever after friend. But when next I took my table, she had quit this job she loved, and I never saw her face ever again. I suppose we never know, all we reap and all we sow, what we mean to all these folks we hang around. But I pray we see through the light of who saves who, before we're buried deep in common ground. She said, actually my shift is coming to an end. Would you mind if I just sat a while with you? It's been a real hard night and I sure could use a friend, just a sympathetic ear to get me through. Would you mind if I had breakfast with you?
Make sure my mic's on here. Okay, here we come. Okay, this good? All right, don't talk till I'm in the middle. Got it. You know what? Like, this was a lot of logistics to put together with the sound, and the mic, and the music, and Ken is working his fanny off. So let's give him There he can. You know, I love how he is just a make it happen kind of person. You know, he's like, I got this. I got this. Okay. So, the talk. I feel like we've already had a full service, right? So the theme, the global theme for this year is open at the top, which I absolutely love. I don't know that I could pick a better global theme than open at the top, and I love that about our teaching, and I love that about our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. The monthly theme is whole no matter what. And so we talked about our parts last week, and we embraced all of our parts last week. And this week we're going to talk about who I am reflects how I am. And so the inner and the outer. The question to contemplate would be, what would my life be like if I was authentically myself in every relationship? And I think there's a lot of people here, probably all of us, that do pretty good with that, right? I mean, being in this teaching, I think it helps us quite a bit. Sometimes when the conversations can be a little bit more prickly, maybe we are a little bit more quiet, but just to continue, and that has been a life journey for me, is to continue to be authentically me. You know, growing up, I learned that it was better to be quiet. Children are to be seen and not heard. You know, my parents loved me, but working to fit myself into places instead of allowing myself to totally be myself. And so now that I'm adulting, watch out, I get to be more and more me and find out more and more of who I am and what I love. And like I'm walking, there we go, I can see you better. And so authentically ourselves, and when we say it, it can sound kind of trite, but really it's a tall order. It's to do the things that we love, let go of the things that are holding us back, embracing all of who we are, being kind to ourselves and compassionate to ourselves, loving ourselves. Because when we can do that, then we can take that out into our relationships, and we can take that out into the world. And so one of the quotes that I wanted to talk about in reflecting from our parts is parts are little inner beings who are trying to keep us safe. So sometimes when we have the nagging voice or the shoulda, woulda, coulda voice, I don't know if you relate to that, but I definitely have those too, is to have compassion for them. Or the fear, when the fear comes up, that little voice, sometimes loud voice, is to have compassion and to know that they are working to keep us safe. And that now that we're adulting, we got this. We got this. So the overview of this talk is who we are on the inside reflects how we express ourselves on the outside. Relationships are mirrors that allow us to see how we view the world reflects how we view ourselves. That's powerful, right? Like we could just sit and chew on that all day, but then, you know, I wouldn't be doing anything up here, so we better keep going. But it's such that life is a mirror. That life is a mirror. To be authentically ourselves, the more we uncover our parts, allows us to remove our mask and to be more authentically ourselves. And a lot of times, when we're triggered by somebody, when we're really triggered, or even a little triggered, it's usually something suppressed inside ourselves. Talk about accountability, right? Like what's frustrating me about something is really frustrating me about me. And that's taking full accountability for for our parts and to love ourselves so we can love others. So, how do we want to show up for ourselves, and how do we want to show up for our relationships? And I do think it's important to say, I really do feel people are doing so much of that here. And I think we just keep fine-tuning ourselves. You know, we keep maybe some of those shadowy parts of ourselves that we quite haven't dealt with, that we allow that to come up. Or some of those more challenging relationships, we allow ourselves to see what's on the outer that is reflecting the inner. So the reading that was, and I really liked the topic that CSL Home Office put together for this month around wholeness. The reading is, it's okay to be perfectly human. I love that. I love that. We're just humaning, right? And it's by Brian Plashett. Reminding ourselves we're good, teachable, and lovable might be a simple practice that will help turn off the negativity switch in our heads. By adopting the practice of affirming and accepting ourselves, we purposely lower the unattainable bar of perfectionism. There's that word again. We allow ourselves to be perfectly human. Perfectly human means we will make mistakes, and when we do, we'll admit them and learn from them. It means loving ourselves unconditionally. Unconditionally. When we make peace with our internal wars, we accept all the parts of ourselves. Without judgment, we create more space for God to love us, for us to love ourselves, and then for us to become multipliers of that unconditional love. We stop the inner war, pick up instead the plowshare of self-acceptance, and affirm our humble goodness, and allow ourselves to be perfectly imperfect. I could get that one tattooed somewhere. Perfectly imperfect. So last week we talked about the inner and the outer and that vision of the tree. I love that visual. The tree and the bark and the roots and the branches lifting up, then the whole world of the root system down below, and the strength and the stability that that creates. And it gives me such a visual for the inner and the outer. And as we embrace all parts of us, we're integrating those. We're grounding our root system to continue to lift our branches, right? So I know for me that when I open my heart to myself, it happens naturally for me to open my heart to others. When I forgive myself, it happens naturally to forgive others. And when I allow myself to feel all my feelings, I can relate better and have more compassion for others because I'm having that compassion for myself. And that is the same for each of us. It's a natural law. It's like the law, it's the law of cause and effect. It's the law of circulation. And so the laws that we're seeing in the universe is happening inside of us. You know, that was a big thing for me to move into spirituality, is I always felt it was out there. Like I was praying to something out there, or something out there was going to make everything okay, or something out there. But really, it's all in through and around us. And it's all right and perfect and divine and beautiful and amazing and compassionate and infinite, all within us. And it's always there. No matter what we're going through, no matter what's happening up here and our thoughts, it's always, always, always there. And so I wanted to share a recent story with you to prove this point about myself, so I can be the canvas in which we can laugh about being perfectly inhuman. So this week, and some of you know about it because I even posted about it, is, well, first I went on a hike with Diane, and I tripped over a root, and I fell. And then after that, 2 days, I got a flat tire. And it was because I hugged the turn too much and I was going too fast. And so I hit my back right tire and blew it out, which then proceeded to cause all kinds of ripple effects. So getting a hold of AAA, trying to get the tow truck driver out there. I didn't have a spare. Finally, after so much help from my sister and then the tow truck driver, I got it to Les Schwab, and I had to get all new tires. Talk about agony, right? Like, they were only 30% worn. I was like, I wish he would have just said 60%. I would have felt better about the whole situation. It was, and then after that, I needed to buy a spare. I needed to buy a spare. And so there was a part of me that was doing the part that should have, would have, could have. If I would have slowed down, if I would have been taking that turn a little bit wider, if I wouldn't have been there at that time and that morning on my way to do that thing. Like, it could go on and on, so I'll stop right there. And I know I have the awareness, and thank God for that I know what I'm doing. But that part of me still wanted to speak. And I needed to let that part speak so I could move through it. And then as I was moving through it, I started to get the aha moments. And I even got some of them in it, but I could really feel them as I let myself feel everything. And understand that I'm perfectly human. And that I'm healing you. And then to see the gifts that happened through that time, it brought me to a place that I really see the heart and love of humanity. And it happened to me before when I had a car issue, when I was coming here, when I was moving here. Same kind of situation. I couldn't blame myself for that one. My starter wouldn't work, so that was a car thing. But the blessings that show up in time of need, to be able to take time to reflect and to feel into that. I had people, it was in the Walmart parking lot off of Union, and I had people coming up wanting to change the spare for me, which just so sweet. And they were literally, I could see how disappointed they were when they found out I didn't have a spare. And a little baffled, like, why doesn't she have a spare? But they didn't say that. And then I'm trying to get the tow truck driver and get them there and get on to AAA. And my older sister was amazing and helped me through all of that. I'm walking around, so I'm walking back to my car, and there's a police officer. And he came up and offered to help, and he said, actually, I saw you walking around, because he must have saw me leave my car, and I waited for you so I could help you. Like, that makes me want to cry. Like, that's humanity. I wanted to fix it for you. And I was like, thank you so much. And then the tow truck driver shows up, Armando. So my older sister tells him to be nice to me because I had a rough morning. And so he tells me this, and then he's really questioning me about hitting the curb and continuing to drive because I didn't know it blew out until a couple miles. And so he had a lot of questions around that. And then he proceeded to ask me how many times I hit curbs. And he was very curious about that. He wanted to make sure I got the right tires, because if I needed to get it replaced, that they didn't discontinue my tire like they did with my current tires. And he was just the kindest soul. He wanted to make sure that I got in the cab and the air conditioning, and he had water. And then when we were talking on the way there, he's Hispanic, and my last name is Hispanic. He's like, "You're not an Ariano, are you?" I said, "No, that's my ex-husband." And then we started to get into the Hispanic culture, and he shared with me his family, how he came from Colombia and shared his heart with me, and then he took me and he took the car and then he had me go in and he said, no, you don't come back out. I'll bring you everything that you need. Like, he was taking care of me. And he was just the sweetest soul. He was the sweetest soul. And then Les Schwab. I mean, I was a little frustrated that I had to buy all new tires. And so I did that, and then to find out it was going to be $300 for the spare. It kind of was like, felt like too much. And even though in my mind and my heart and my spirituality I could ration it out, but there were some parts that were not ready to accept the situation. And so I needed to treat and move my feet. And so I prayed, I talked to people. Stephanie picked me up. Andrea took me back to get my car, so I had my CSL angel supporting me. And so I called the manager the next day. And I said, I'm not, no complaints, like Mitch, who I was working with, was amazing, I get it, but it just doesn't seem right. It just, you know, and the traction and the all-wheel drive and having the right traction, you gotta, and now that they discontinued my tire, there was nothing they could do. And I said, it felt like a broken system. He said, I know, and he was just so compassionate and so listening and honoring and sharing how he had a similar situation. So he said, why don't I pay for half of your spare? And that's all I needed. I just needed to be heard and understood, and maybe helped a little through the situation. And after that, I felt like I had a little bit of a cry that morning to release it. And I really felt blessed. I really felt blessed. But I had to work through it. I had to integrate my parts. I had to be a practitioner and allow myself to practice my spirituality. I'm not going to get it perfect. None of us are. None of us are. No matter how long we're doing it. We're still, like the card you got, what did it say yesterday?
I really hate when I reach the top, because that means I start over at the bottom of the ladder.
Did you hear that? No. I really hate when I reach the top because I have to start at the bottom of the ladder. I love that. I love that. So we're all practitioners. We're all walking each other home, and we're all working through things. And so, and the other piece for me was about slowing down, the bigger message of slowing down. I am passionate about life. So this one comes up for me quite a bit. I'm like when they let the gate open and the dog gets out and takes off. That's kind of me. That's kind of me. Like, here we go. Let's go climb another mountain. Let's go get another experience. Let's go travel. Let's go. I was literally going to the gym before work when the blowout happened. Let's go to the gym. And so Spirit has been reminding me, first you get the gentle, right? The gentle, and then you get a little bit more of a nudge, and then you get a nudge. I got the nudge. It's good to be passionate and excited about life, but it's also so incredibly important to be present for all of it, even the rides to the gym. And that takes awareness, and that takes some slowing down. And so that was an incredible reminder for me. And so sharing this story with you is just being the example of how we're all in this together and how we're all practitioners. We get to recognize our beautiful practitioners in training and their hearts and souls, and our 20 years like goddess over here, and all of our practitioners who do such a beautiful job that they're still figuring it out too. Like, we're all figuring it out together. And life, if it was just a cakewalk, if it was just rainbows and butterflies and sparklies and unicorns, we wouldn't learn, right? It's so easy for us to take things for granted. And this whole situation, like, I would have never called it in, and we don't have to learn just from the challenging situations. But sometimes for me, and I think for a lot of us, those can really bring greater light. And I love the quote, where the crack is where the light gets in, I've got a lot of light getting in with these cracks in this person right here. Like, my favorite word is quirky, because it gives me so much compassion for myself. I don't have to be perfect, because there's no such thing as perfect. Perfect is only being hard on myself. I just get to be quirky, authentically me, and trust that the universe has got me. And that's the other piece that I thought was so important to bring in, is that trust, right? It's continuing to move in that divine trust, knowing that the universe it has us, it's got us. Every step of the way, it's got us. So, the quote that I kind of already said it, but this Ram Dass says it way better than I do. The wound is where the light enters. If you protect yourself from sadness, you also protect yourself from joy. And I notice when I don't feel things as much that I might have something deeper that I need to feel. And then when I feel it, I move with it. And after this, I kind of went through that whole process pretty quick. Everything's a little brighter. The flowers are a little brighter, life's a little brighter, people are a little brighter. It opens my heart more. And then final is a quote from our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. Humanity and divinity will be identical when we recognize the divinity in humanity. Right? Yeah, I'll say that one again. Humanity and divinity will be identical when we recognize divinity in humanity. We must learn to see through the apparent, to realize that at the center of every person's soul, God is enthroned. Compassion and caring are the ties that bind us together in mutual understanding and in unified attempt to uncover the divinity in each other. Compassion is the most gentle of all human virtues, for it is an outpouring of the divine givingness through all. Through all. And this inner outer, and taking it into our relationships, like it was just this snapshot was such a way to see that what our world needs right now is humanity, and to see the humanity in each other, and to connect at that place, because the othering isn't taking us anywhere. And so as we do that in ourselves, we can take it out into our relationships, and we can take it out into the world. So with that, I just say, oh, here's another good one by Michael Mead, and then I'll stop. We are in a battle not to make America great again, but to make all people human in the eyes of each other. Yes. I feel that one. So I love and appreciate you. I know we are all walking each other home with all of our parts, and that we get to love ourselves, and so we can continue to take that love out into the world. And what a blessing and what a beautiful example this community is of that. My heart overflows and my eyes leak as I look at all of you today, and setting up this celebration to celebrate each other is such an incredible blessing. We are blessed. We are so blessed. And you are magnificently divine and humanly perfect. So let's move into prayer. All right. So just knowing that it is good, that it is God, that it is right now, and that we move into that space of knowing all is right and perfect and divine and whole and love and complete within God, and that spirit moves in, through, and around us, and that is who we are. We are infinite, divine beings, and we are human beings. And then as we embrace all of that and allow laughter to move through us, and openness and understanding and compassion, we can take that in and we can take that out. Knowing that it is so good in God. It is so good in seeing the divine in humanity and in ourselves. And with that, I wrap it in love and knowing this, that God's got us every step of the way. It is good, it is done, as I give great thanks, and together we say,
strong. you call my life. Am I sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize how alone something I have on my own, because I am the place where God is, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
Good, I was going to say, I love that. You just moved right through it. Very. That worked for me. I understood what you were saying. Oh my gosh, so good. So you can get a perfect example of that happening right here, right? Of how perfectly human we all are. All right, this is the time in our service where we plant the seeds of prosperity, and we celebrate the law of circulation as it moves into and around each of us, and knowing that as we give, we so do receive, and how it flows in such a beautiful way. And so if you'd like to take your gift and hold it to your heart, and if this video gets online, all of those online, we just know that it's blessing you as well. And with me, if you'd like to say our blessing, I joyfully celebrate the flow of God through me. I am grateful for receiving and giving to my spiritual community. I give thanks, always knowing God is my source, and so it is, and so it is.
You can play the game, you can act out the part, but you know it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother and sister, brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. What I'd like to do to you, shower the people you love with love. Yes, and show them the way that you feel. I know things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is why you know what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Won't you tell somebody the way that you feel, how you can feel it beginning to ease? I think it's true what they say about that squeaky wheel always getting the grease. It's far better to shower the people you love with love. them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Do as I say. Let me hear you. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Yes, I know things are gonna be much better if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. They say every life you love me, a little rain was fall that you feel. Just like the holy rain. Make it rain. Show them the way that you feel. Make it rain. Love, 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 and sunshine. Alright, make it rain. Love, 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 and sunshine. Alright, I'm singing everybody, 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 make it rain. That's beautiful, but can we make it rain a little bit? I'm singing everybody, 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 make it rain. One more time. I'm singing everybody, 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 make it rain.
That was awesome. My life.
Encore.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Oh, that's hooked. Okay. See how we're just flowing with it today? All right. I'm supposed to. Yes, yes. Wow, what a perfect song. It just had such like a, I don't know, a picnic vibe too. Like a very outdoors love vibe. That was awesome. And you all three performed it so well. Thank you. Let's give it a round. Okay, now is the time for our gracious giving. I didn't forget. So, you got it? Come on up.
Oh yeah, short person. So I took the honor of drawing for everyone for our Gracious Giving program where we give back to our community. And this week's recipient is going to be Another Life Foundation. This organization, Another Life Foundation, promotes mental wellness, financial empowerment, and life-saving support by educating the public, raising awareness, providing direct assistance, and advocating for health equity, particularly with underserved communities through mental health-centered services, tax preparation, financial stability programs, and supportive senior living. All right, Gary, next time you got to give me a little easier description. Gary Miller was our nominator.
Thank you. I didn't mean to emphasize lifting the mic.
Is that you? Not Jeremy? I played Jeremy. Sorry, Jeremy.
That's fine. Okay, so a little bit about our practitioners. I know it's a little bit different of a day, but if you really need a prayer, I'm sure they'll go over off to the side with you. So our practitioners, like you got to experience with Connie today, and our practitioner students are a gift. They're a gift to our community, and they hold the highest good in their hearts, and they hold the highest good for you. So if there's something on your heart and you want to become a practitioner, please do, or definitely reach out to them another time.
We lost power.
All right, well, this is good that it's the end. We're getting there, right? And so,
Here, I'll go see if I can store it.
okay, so another announcement I wanted to make is as soon as service is done, there's a group of people going to get the food, the drinks. So the drinks will come right away. Chill a little bit, get your drinks, give about 10 minutes for all the food to come out. And then we'll line up for the food. Does that work for everybody? And it gives all of the amazing volunteers time to get everything set up for us. And Jeff's already over there barbecuing, so it's gonna be good. And enjoy yourselves. It's gonna be an amazing experience. Anything else?
What time does bingo start?
Well, Richard's gonna facilitate it.
After lunch.
There we go. And also our friendly dessert contest.
Yeah.
Right? So don't forget to vote for the dessert contest when that's all out and set up. And have fun, play games, and I don't know what the weight limit is on the bouncy house. 600 pounds. Okay, that's awesome.
Years I talk about I wanted to change the world, but I always left it up for someone else to do. Then I finally realized I needed to take a stand, and that by changing my thing, I could change my life. That's how I can change the world. Oh, let there be peace. I understand for peace. Let there be love. I understand for love, let there be joy. I understand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I understand for peace. Let there be love. I understand for love. Let there be joy. I understand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace.